EIC Chapter 3, Identity and Intercultural Communication, Understanding Diverse Cultures and Effective Global Interaction. Foundations of Culture and Identity. Identity is a multifaceted concept encompassing personal, social, and cultural dimensions. Personal identities are interpersonal and shaped by individual experiences, such as hobbies or interests. Social identities arise from group memberships, whether voluntary or involuntary, and reflect interpersonal commitments. Cultural identities are deeply rooted in societal norms and historical contexts, often formed from birth and less susceptible to change. These identities are not static. They evolve over time through interactions and societal influences. Additionally, identities can be ascribed by others or avowed by oneself, leading to potential friction when these do not align. Salience, or the awareness of an identity, can fluctuate depending on context, and the intensity with which one avows an identity may vary. Dominant and non-dominant identities further complicate this landscape, with dominant groups historically enjoying more resources and influence, while non-dominant groups face systemic disadvantages. Understanding these layers is crucial for effective intercultural communication and fostering inclusive environments. Identity development models. Non-dominant identity development typically progresses through 4 stages: unexamined identity, conformity, resistance and separation, and integration. Initially, individuals may lack awareness or interest in their identity. As they seek acceptance, they may conform to dominant cultural norms, altering their behavior or appearance. Realizing persistent exclusion despite conformity can lead to resistance and separation, where individuals challenge dominant norms and seek solidarity within their own group. The final stage, integration, involves embracing one's identity while valuing others, channeling past experiences into advocacy and positive change. This model highlights the complex journey of identity formation and the importance of critical reflection and social support in achieving a balanced and empowered sense of self. Dominant identity development encompasses 5 stages: unexamined identity, acceptance, resistance, redefinition, and integration. Initially, individuals may be unaware of their privilege or the societal hierarchy. Acceptance involves recognizing inequality without taking action, often influenced by social norms. Resistance marks a turning point where individuals feel guilt or shame about their unearned advantages and may seek to disassociate from their dominant group. Redefinition involves reclaiming one's identity and using privilege to promote social justice. Integration is achieved when individuals incorporate their dominant identity into all aspects of life, educating others and supporting non-dominant groups. This progression underscores the transformative potential of awareness and empathy in fostering inclusive and equitable communities. Multiracial identity development involves 5 stages: personal identity, group categorization, enmeshment/denial, appreciation, and integration. Initially, individuals focus on personal traits rather than cultural affiliations. As they become aware of their mixed heritage, they may feel pressured to choose one identity, leading to enmeshment in one culture and denial of the other. This can cause guilt and emotional conflict. Appreciation follows as individuals begin to value all aspects of their heritage, though they may still primarily identify with one culture. Integration represents the culmination of this journey, where individuals embrace a holistic identity that reflects their diverse background. This model highlights the unique challenges and strengths of navigating multiple cultural affiliations. Exploring specific cultural identities. Race is a socially constructed category based on physical appearance, historically used to establish hierarchies and justify inequality. Despite sharing 99.9% of DNA, racial distinctions have been perpetuated through flawed science and societal norms. Ethnicity, in contrast, refers to shared cultural practices, values, and beliefs. Both race and ethnicity influence identity and communication, with labels and classifications evolving over time. The U.S. Census reflects these changes, highlighting the fluidity of racial categories. Effective communication about race requires sensitivity to historical context and individual preference, emphasizing the importance of respectful dialogue and cultural competence. Gender is a socially constructed identity based on cultural notions of masculinity and femininity. Distinct from biological sex, it is shaped through internalization and expression, influenced by societal norms and institutions. Patriarchy has historically privileged men, while feminism and transgender movements challenge these norms. Sexuality encompasses orientation and identity, with terms like heterosexual, gay, lesbian, and bisexual reflecting diverse experiences. The LGBTQ+ community includes varied identities, each with unique histories and challenges. Communication plays a vital role in expressing and validating gender and sexual identities, promoting inclusivity and understanding in both personal and societal contexts. Ability as a cultural identity challenges the medical model of disability, emphasizing social and relational dimensions. The Americans with Disabilities Act defines disability broadly, acknowledging both physical and mental impairments and societal perceptions. Ableism privileges able-bodied individuals, creating systemic barriers for those with disabilities. The independent living movement reframes disability as a civil rights issue, advocating for societal change and inclusion. Interability communication, or interaction between people of differing abilities, requires etiquette and awareness to foster respectful and effective exchanges. Understanding ability as a cultural identity promotes empathy and equity in diverse contexts. Identity and migration. Migration involves adapting to new cultural environments, a process known as acculturation. This adaptation can be psychological or sociocultural, influenced by factors like language proficiency, support systems, and cultural distance. John Barry identifies 4 modes of acculturation: assimilation, integration, separation, and marginalization. Each mode reflects different levels of engagement with the host culture and retention of native identity. Cultural transmutation, a 5th mode, involves identifying with a 3rd cultural group. Migration history in the U.S. reveals complex dynamics of assimilation and discrimination, affecting identity formation and intercultural communication. Understanding these processes is essential for supporting migrants and fostering inclusive societies. Refugees face unique challenges in adapting to host cultures, often relocating due to conflict, persecution, or disaster. Their integration is influenced by reception conditions, access to resources, and societal attitudes. Refugee camps may become semi-permanent, with limited services and opportunities. Discrimination and exploitation are common, exacerbated by fears and misinformation. Technological tools like mobile apps aid in navigation and communication, but cannot replace systemic support. Effective integration requires educational, social, and economic initiatives, emphasizing the importance of empathy and policy in addressing refugee needs and promoting intercultural understanding.